When Hurricane Ian barreled through southwest Florida, it left a lot of damage behind. I mean, that's an understatement, right? Many people lost their homes. So many of us lost our cars. But what should you do if your car is damaged in a hurricane? ABC 7's meteorologist Jim Dickey is getting us more now on how you can protect your car from a storm.
Was your car damaged or destroyed during Hurricane Ian? If so, you certainly weren't alone. According to CarFax, 358,000 vehicles were damaged by Ian's floodwaters, many of which were completely totaled. So, what can you do to make sure your car makes it through the next hurricane? Here are some tips. First, get your car out of the storm surge zone. As we all saw during Hurricane Ian, a hurricane can bring water from the Gulf, the bays, the sounds onshore. In the wrong storm, a ways onshore. Make sure you know what storm surge zone your home is in. You can find that information on our website, abc-7.com. Just click on the Hurricane tab, click Make an Evacuation Plan, and then scroll to your county. Remember, if your zone is called for evacuation ahead of a hurricane, it means there's a threat for storm surge flooding. When you and your family evacuate to higher ground, be sure you take your cars with you. Next, I want you to think about rivers. Hurricanes often come with heavy rain that overfills and overflows from rivers like this one. During Ian, the Peace River rose to historic heights, leading to historic flooding. And during Irma, there was extensive flooding along the Imperial River in Bonita Springs. Make sure you, your family, and your vehicles are not in an area prone to river flooding during a hurricane. Lastly, consider the winds. Not all of us have the option to park our cars in an enclosed garage during a hurricane, leaving them vulnerable to the storm's fierce winds and the debris flying through the air kicked up by them. As you choose the spot to park your vehicle before an approaching storm, it's important to think about where the winds will be coming from. Remember, around a hurricane, winds flow counterclockwise. That means a storm approaching southwest Florida from the south would bring winds first from the east and then out of the south. Chances are a storm would be heading our way from the south, meaning the strongest and longest lasting winds would most likely be out of the east, shifting to the south as the storm passes by. So, parking your car against a north or west facing wall or building like this one can at least provide some protection and take some bite out of those winds. Also, you want to avoid trees at all costs, especially canopy trees with low-hanging branches. As we've seen firsthand, hurricanes cause extensive tree damage, and you do not want your car to be under one if and when it comes down.